What's going on, guys? Today I want to go over one of the most profitable ways of sourcing products for your Amazon online arbitrage business. And the strategy that I'm going to be covering today is known as Keepa Product Finder, also known as KPF. And to quickly summarize what Keepa Product Finder is, all it is we're finding brands that we know where they come from as far as where to buy them from, and we're finding the best winning products within that brand by using KPF to filter out all the bad products and pull out all the good winning products. The way I like to look at KPF is almost like a filter. We are pretty much filtering out the brands in which we know where to buy them from and finding the best winning product within these brands, which is why, aka, I call it a filter. Now, before I give you guys the best information and the best sourcing strategy in the game, I want to introduce myself for those of you who don't know who I am. My name is Hish. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller at 20 years old. I've been able to drop out of college, get my dream car, and even have my own warehouse that's been allowing me to scale my business to over 6 figures a month in revenue and over 5 figures profit every single month. And I started this channel because this is all the information that I would have needed to help me scale from zero all the way to $100,000 per month every single month. But now that you know who I am, without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, guys. So here we are in Keepa.com, Keepa's website. Now, to access KPF, aka Keepa Product Finder, right? We're gonna go over here to Data, Product Finder. Now, the cool thing about Keepa is they have the filter KPF, which I was just speaking about. And when we go to Data and Product Finder, these are all the metrics that we have to pretty much fill out when it comes to filtering out a brand. Now, for example purposes, the brand that we will be using today to filter is going to be Spring Valley. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to current, and we're going to put 0 to 200K in BSR. So now every product that comes up in the search is going to have at most a 200,000 BSR, aka bestseller rank. If you don't know what bestseller rank means, all bestseller rank means is it pretty much just applies to the velocity of a product. So for example, the closer a number is to 0 in BSR or bestseller rank, the faster selling of a listing slash product that it is, right? So 0 to 200K, so that we can obviously pull out the faster selling products. Amazon out of stock, right? So if we have Amazon out of stock, that means we are not competing with Amazon, which obviously as a third-party sellers, we don't want to compete with Amazon as much as possible. So Amazon out of stock. And then I'm going to go all the way down here to where it says brand. So now when I go down to the brand section, you can see we have about 39 million products. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and put Spring Valley for the brand. And now we have 98 products. So we go from dang near 40 million products to just 98 products that have a 0 to about 200K BSR, Amazon out of stock, and obviously the brand Spring Valley. So now I'm going to go ahead and press find product. And from here, we're going to pull up a bunch of Spring Valley products. So the cool thing about this is I automatically have it organized in the way that I want it organized. And I'm referring to all the columns that I have right here. So if you guys want, I recommend you guys to pause the video and go to your Keepa Product Finder settings if you're doing this sourcing method with me, and have it organized just the way I have it right here, right? Now, after you have it organized just like this, I want you guys to organize, or I should say, I want you guys to actually filter this search by the 90-day drop percentage. So meaning, you can see right here, when I press on it, it filters the brands or filters the products within this brand by the percentage. Meaning, when I go to 90-day drop percentage, we can see, boom, 90-day average is $52 and the current buy box is $55. So the reason why I like to pretty much filter out the products by the 90-day drop percentage is because it tells me which products have the highest price increase from a 90-day perspective, from highest to pretty much least, right? From greatest to least, right? So in this case, we can see this product has the highest percentage increase at 4%, with the current buy box being $55 and the 90-day average being $52.88. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull up these products one by one. You guys can see the millions of tabs that I have open. This is the life of an Amazon seller. So I'm going to go back over here and pull up these other products one by one again. Very simple. Like I said, I'm just going back to that Keepa search and pull up these products one by one from greatest to least. And then from there, we can simply reverse source and see exactly where we can find these products, right? So I'm not going to open too many. We're going to go ahead and just dive right into it. We can see the first product that we opened right here is, I'm not liking the offer count, way too stagnant. You can see the offers are very, there's actually no offer. I mean, there's one offer pretty much for the last year. So I'm automatically going to skip that. There's quite literally no movement in here at all. So I'm going to go ahead and ignore that, move on to the next. And I say this a lot of time in all my other videos, guys. It's not how fast you can find winning products. It's about how fast you can vet out the bad selling products, right? Now, something like this might not be too shabby, right? Even though the BSR is 300K-ish, some newbie sellers might completely ignore this product. Meanwhile, myself,
I'm going to look at the offer count down here and realize that there are third-party sellers making organic sales, right? And I say this in my Kiba breakdown video. If you guys if you guys haven't watched it already, I recommend you guys go watching um, my in-depth Keep a Deep Dive video. I made it like a few days ago. I recommend you guys checking that out. It really shows that the offer count in this specific product, for example, has good healthy oscillation. I'll even show you guys what I mean. There's no cliff drops, or there's no sudden drop-offs in the offer count, right? You can see it right here. It's very organic, meaning there's good oscillation going up and down, no sudden drop-offs, aka, also known as IP complaints, right? Because if there's a sudden drop-off, that could be a sign of an IP complaint, meaning the brand does not want you to sell their product on Amazon. But in this case, there are no signs of that at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and search this up on Google real quick. We can see printing. Okay, so we're looking for this exact product right here: prenatal adult gummy Spring Valley. Okay, cool. So let's see if this is the exact one. 26, 64, 90 count. All right, cool. So this is a 90 count as well. 90 gummies right there, and this is for a pack of 3. Okay, cool. So 3-pack for $26. This could be really good. All right, cool. So 3-pack for $26.64, which is not too bad at all. All right, cool. So if I go back over here to Amazon, so for the pack of 3, okay, 3-pack as well right here. So 3-pack right there for 90 gummies. We can see right here. Let's go back over to Google, or to Walmart, I should say. We'll pull this up on Walmart one more time. 26.64. All right, cool. So 26.64 sold and shipped by Walmart, right? If it's sold and shipped by Walmart, that automatically tells me I can obviously buy it from Walmart without having to worry about buying from third-party sellers, right? Because Walmart does offer third-party sellers, so you want to make sure if you ever are buying from Walmart, you are buying and it says sold and shipped by Walmart.com. Do not make that mistake and buy from a third-party company. But yeah, 26.64 for a pack of 3, which is exactly what we're looking for over here. 26.64. Now, this does weigh about 2 pounds. And keep in mind, so the fact that this is an FBM friendly listing tells me that, hey, Hish, I can FBM this for about what? $7 for FBM shipping, right? Considering this is about 2 pounds, so it's going to cost around $7 to $10. Now, also keep in mind, we are buying from Walmart. Walmart offers 2 things. They offer tax exemption, and they also offer discounted gift cards. So if I go to cardbear.com, which is a website we can buy discounted gift cards from, we can see Walmart's offering 6.5% off discounted gift cards. Cool. So yeah, Walmart's offering 6.5% off on discounted gift cards. Plus, we're also taking off an additional 7% off, or I guess 8% off in this case from sales tax exemption, right? Because in my seller amp settings, I have sales tax factored in at 8% because I live in California. So now we're gonna go here to 26.64, and we're gonna take off 6.5% off from discounted gift cards, plus an additional 8% off from sales tax exemption. Now we go from all of a sudden not profitable to profitable in a matter of seconds, all because we know how to maximize certain discounts, tax exemption, and also FBM, because we can see just by dragging my cursor on the buy box, this is a very FBM friendly listing.
Real quick, if you are getting a lot of value out of this video and you want to learn how you can scale and grow your Amazon business all the way from 0 to 10 to 50, all the way to $100,000 per month, and if you're looking for one-on-one guidance with myself, having my direct contact, hopping on one-on-one calls, on live group sourcing calls, finding products right in front of you, and also being in a motivated network with other 6-figure sellers that I've helped scale their businesses with. And if all that sounds good to you as far as the one-on-one calls, having direct contact with myself, and being in a really good network with other 6-figure sellers, I've helped tons of guys absolutely crush their business. I'll pop up all my testimonies right here for you guys to check out real quick. And again, if you are interested in how you can work directly with myself, and if everything that I said sounds good to you, feel free to book a call in the link below with my team. On that call, we will see exactly where you are in your business, whether you're brand new, or if you're stuck at 50K a month, wanting to scale all the way to 100K a month, I can definitely help you scale your business. Of course, we're first going to see exactly where you are in your business and see exactly how we can help you scale. And if we feel like we can help you scale, and if you like everything you see as well, I would be more than happy to help you scale your business, just like I've been able to help Adrian scale his business to over $155,000 per month in his Amazon business. So again, book the call in the description below if you are interested, and let's get back to the video.
All right, so on our next example, you guys can see we have the same exact thing here, right? Obviously, BSR is pretty high, but again, like I just said a minute ago, having your knowledge, right, as far as having the knowledge to understand that the offer accounts, all that matters, is what you really need to help you push the needle and understand that this product is not bad. Even though the BSR is ridiculously high, the offer account is showing healthy oscillation, meaning there are sellers making sales. And if there are third-party sellers making sales, why can't we as other sellers make sales as well? And putting my cursor on the buy box, we can see it's very FBM friendly. So now I'm going to go to Google, and we're going to pull up a listing right here. So 1246. Let me make sure this is the same thing, right? I don't want to sell the wrong thing here. Let's go back over to Amazon real quick. Okay, cool. I think this is the same thing. Yeah, joint health. Yeah, same thing. So 1246 right here on Walmart. Let's go back to Amazon real quick. 1246. Now, remember, guys, I mean, the ROI is all in all, not bad, especially for, I guess, for consumables, I'll say. I am okay with a lower ROI because I know consumables, you can't return them. And obviously, with no return rates, you're pretty much guaranteed the profit that you see right there, right? So 1246. Now, with the cherry on top, we're going to take off the 6.5% off from sales tax or from gift card discounts, and take an additional 8% off from sales tax exemption as well. So now we're at a 1072 cost price, 24 sale price, 44% ROI. This thing weighs 4 ounces, and you might have heard me say this before. If you're one of my clients watching this, you for sure heard me say this before. If it sells above $20 and weighs below a pound, that is typically a very big green flag for an FBM friendly listing. So now I'm gonna go down here and look and be like, wow, this is very FBM friendly. Just putting my cursor on the buy box, we can see it's primarily dominated by FBM sellers. Now, if I go to data buy box stats real quick, we can see this is pretty much right. All of you guys are FBM sellers, right? I mean, no one's an FBA seller here. There's no check mark. If there's a check mark in this column right here, that would mean it's FBA. But because there are none, all FBM sellers are winning the buy box. So now I'm gonna go down here and ship this thing for we'll say 425. And now I'm left with a 50% ROI, return on my investment, $5 profit per unit sold, and a 22% profit margin. Amazing margins right here. And we could see third-party sales are making tons of great sales on this. So that means I could definitely make the same exact sales, if not more than what other sellers are making, simply by listing it for FBM.
Now, keep in mind, I'm only going to look at certain products, for example, that have I guess I should say, that have a really high BSR, only if the offer count has good oscillation, right? That's why I say a lot to my clients as well, that I never really pay too much attention to the BSR, aka the bestseller rank, because, right, it could be 3, 4, 500,000 BSR, even a million plus, but the offer count could have great oscillation, meaning that there's still movement in that product, and I can still make money and even make sales off that product, even though the BSR is ridiculously high. So all in all, I do want to say, yes, the BSR is important, but don't make it more important than what it really is. Because what it all comes down to is the offer count, right? The offer count is going to tell you, and it's going to pretty much be your bread and butter to letting you know how consistent of a selling product that it is, and what is the history of that product, so you know how much to buy of that product in the future as well. So when you're basing your judgment of how fast a product is selling, look at the offer count. If the oscillation is moving really well, then that's going to give you a green flag, and that is really a good sign to letting you know that that product is a faster selling product, which is all in all green flags. But now let's get back to another example.
All right, so now with the first 2 products that are winners, I do want to go ahead and show off a bad product so we know what to avoid. We could see, cool, BSR is above 200K, which is not a big deal. Let's look at the offer count. Now, the offer count looks a little bit too blocky, meaning that there's not a lot of movement as far as velocity goes for these products. So obviously, me as an Amazon seller, especially if you're newer and your capital might be a little tighter, you want to focus on more faster selling products so you can obviously get quicker cash flow and get a quicker return on your money so you can reinvest it back into new inventory. But again, too blocky. I'm definitely going to avoid something like this because I don't want to waste my time on it. So we'll just skip that. So now I'm going to go back over to Keepa, and obviously from here, we already found a couple bangers. That one product is not the best. And all you would do from here is obviously filter out and go down the line and pull up all the rest of the winning products. And literally, it's a plug and play for every other brand that you do find when you're sourcing more products for your Amazon business. And the cool thing about this, guys, is that even though we did Spring Valley, you could plug and play this into any other brand, right? So you could do the 0 to 200K BSR, the Amazon out of stock, the brand obviously the brand plugged into the metrics as far as KPF goes. And all you're doing is rinsing and repeating for other brands, right? And then obviously you're going to filter by 90-day drop percentage and pull up the products with the highest price increase all the way to the lowest price decreases, right? And literally, like I just said, plug and play, do it over and over again with other brands that you find in your Amazon business. And this is how you scale from the 0 to 5 to 10 to 20, all the way to $100,000 per month in your Amazon business.
With that being said, I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this video as far as how to use KPF and plug in the metrics into Keep a Product Finder. As you guys can see, it's one of the best profitable ways to find products because think about it, right? You're finding your brand, you know where they're coming from, and all you have to do from there is simply plug and play it into KPF and filter it from the best and the fastest selling products all the way to the worst, so you know exactly what to find where to find it, and not to waste your time. And that's really the best part about KPF is the fact that it filters out every single brand that you want to filter out. So that way it expedites your process of finding better and faster selling products. And like I said a minute ago, the best part about it is you can use this for every and all brands that you come across for your Amazon online arbitrage business. With that being said, if you guys got a lot of value out of this video, drop a sub to the channel and also turn those notifications on so that every time I drop a new video, you guys are notified immediately. And if you have any questions regarding anything that I did cover, drop it in the comments below. I will answer you guys as fast as possible. And also drop a thumbs up for your boy. I give you guys the best content possible to help you scale your Amazon business. That is all I ask in return is a simple thumbs up. Also, feel free to share this with anyone that you think might be interested or might see value in helping them scale up their Amazon business, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to see you guys all win. And lastly, aside from YouTube, you guys also know where to find me on Instagram at ecommish. I post content every single day on my Instagram account, just like my YouTube as well. I'm very active on both. Check me out there. If you're really serious about growing your Amazon business, follow me on Instagram and also sub to me on YouTube like I just said. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next one. Let's get it.